Good morning, YouTubers, and good morning, Zoom class. Today we are doing a Sunday morning celebration yoga. It's inspired and full of my favorite flows. So it's all going to be about the stuff that I love. I'm being very selfish. But I'm 65 plus, and probably if it's good for me, it's going to be good for you too. We're doing a whole hour. All you need is your mat, a water bottle, a towel, and we have music that is cello and piano this morning, so I think it's going to be really nice. Let's get started. Here comes the music. Standing on the mat with my feet shoulder width apart, and I love to start by rolling my shoulders and reminding myself just to let everything roll off the shoulders, and everything that is not on the mat with me right now will stay outside the door just for 1 hour. I can pick up all my cares and woes when I leave, if I'm needing them. Let's take a big breath in and exhale and sigh. Oh yeah. Squeeze your shoulders up to your ears, back and down. Let's do this 3 or 4 more times. Bring our arms to the center, up, open, take your elbows back and down, and pull the pelvic floor up inside of you. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. I'm so grateful for the time I get to spend with you. I want you to know that. We'll do 2 more big breaths. Breathing in on the way up, breathing out on the way down. Now take your arms out to the side, up, out to the side, and down. Bring your hands to your thighs. We'll slide our hands down towards our shins. And you can have bendy knees, and then once you're here, if you want to try straightening them, bend the knees and come up. Inhale up, exhale down, bend the knees, hands to the shins, stretch your legs straighter, then bend the knees and come up. Inhale up, exhale, hands to your thighs, bend your knees, hands to your shins, stretch your legs straighter, bend the knees, and up. Big breath in, exhale, hands on the shins, stretch the legs straighter, big breath in, and bend the knees, and exhale, roll up. Bend both knees. Let's take the hips in a circle from the front to the side to the back. So we're just loosening up the hips. Think about doing a pelvic tilt to the front, pushing out into the hip on the side, back and side. Really take your time, let it feel good. Let's do that all the way around one more time. And we'll reverse to the front and side and back and side. As you're moving, notice how you're feeling. Do you have any tender spots? Anywhere that needs a little extra TLC? Finish your last circle. Okay, we're going to bring our hands all the way to the floor and get down on our hands and knees. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly coming to hands and knees. We'll take the right hand and unfurl, open, and then exhale, reach under, thread the needle, bringing the shoulder towards the floor. Inhaling up and exhaling down and under. Inhaling up, exhaling down, let's do this one more time and just hang out with at the bottom with the shoulder on the floor. Taking a few seconds just to rest. Okay, back to hands and knees. Let's take the left hand, float it up. Take a big breath in, and then exhale, reaching under the right arm, bringing the shoulder down. Inhaling up and open, exhaling down and under. Inhaling up and exhaling under. Take your time. Resting here with one shoulder on the floor, taking some nice slow breaths. Back to hands and knees. Next, I'm going to lay on my back and do some gentle ankle circles. So I'm going to bring one leg up, hold behind the thigh, and and circle the ankle slowly. And then reverse that, circle the ankle slowly in the other direction. Change feet. Bring the knee up, hold behind your thigh, circle. The ankle circles are slow and kind of explorative, seeing how the feet are feeling. Reversing the other way. And now with both feet flat on the floor, I'm going to some torso twisting movements. So I'm bringing my hands up, lacing my fingers, and my hands are right above my belly button. Then I'm going to draw a circle around toward the side. Exhale and inhale to center. And exhale to the other side. I'm rocking across my rhomboid muscles in my back. We did a tough workout yesterday and I can feel my muscles are a little tender. So I'm giving them a massage. I'm just rolling across them and letting the mat give me a back rub. Inhaling to center and exhaling to side, keeping the knees pointing towards the ceiling so the knees are not moving while I'm doing this. And now pulling one knee in at a time for a big hug. Stretching the other leg down to the bottom of the mat. And putting the foot flat on the floor, bringing the other knee up, hugging it into the body, and stretching the leg down to the bottom of the mat. Foot flat on the floor, bringing the knee up. A big hug, squeezing the tummy with my thigh. Placing your foot flat on the floor, bringing the knee up. Big hug. Stretch the other leg down. Let's do two more of these. Big hug, the knee comes in, squeeze the thigh right into your tummy, stretch the other leg down. Here's the last one. Bring the knee in, big hug. Stretch the leg down. All right, I'm leaving both feet flat on the floor now, taking my arms out in the T position, and I'm going to relax my knees from side to side. Exhaling, relax the knees to one side, look away from them, then inhale to center. And exhale to the other side. I'm not trying to get my knees to the floor. I'm just letting them go wherever they go. Exhale into the twist. Inhale to center. I'll do 4 more of these, just slowly relaxing from side to side. Stopping in the center, I'm floating my hips up to half bridge, pulling my belly in, doing a pelvic tilt, and then slowly peeling my hips off the mat, pushing them up towards the ceiling. And here I'm reaching my hands overhead, laying them on the floor behind my head, and then bringing them down like a snow angel and putting them on the floor beneath my buttocks. Letting the hips come down. I'm bringing the knees in for a hug. Stretching the legs up towards the ceiling, giving the feet a flex, pushing my heels up towards the ceiling, and bringing the feet, back down onto the mat. So again, pulling in the tummy, going through a little sequence here. Pelvic tilt, float the hips, reach the hands up, let them lay on the floor behind your head. Bring your arms down like a snow angel. Hands on the floor beneath the buttocks. The buttocks come down to the mat, one vertebrae at a time. The knees come up for a hug. And now the feet are pointing up towards the ceiling. Flex the feet, heels up. Feet back on the floor, knees bent. Pelvic tilt, float the hips up. Reach the hands up overhead. Bring the hands down like a snow angel. Palms of the hands down under the buttocks. Float the hips down. Knees come in for a hug. I'm going to look at my knees for a second or two. And then lift the heels up towards the ceiling. Bring the feet flat to the floor. Tummy in, floating the hips up. Reaching the arms up and overhead. Bringing the hands down under the buttocks. Slowly lowering the hips. Bringing the knees in for a hug. Taking the feet up towards the ceiling. Flex the feet. One more time. Pulling in the tummy. Floating the hips up. Floating the arms up overhead. Snow angel, the arms down. Hands on the floor. Float the hips down slowly and bring the knees in. Nice big hug. Oh. Feet up. Flex the feet. And let's bring the feet down to the floor. Okay, slowly I'm turning onto my side and bringing one hand under my head to support my head. I'm just going to lay here like a bathing beauty on the beach, floating my top arm open to the back, following it with my eyes. That's inhale. Exhale as you stay there. Take a big breath in and then come forward again. Breathe in. Reach farther forward. Then exhale, opening to the back. Take a big breath in. Then exhale, sweep the arm to the front. Reaching further, breathing in. Floating the arm to the back, exhaling. Taking a big breath in. And floating the arm forward. Taking the top leg and arm, stretching it out, touching the floor. Good. And then bringing it together and giving the knee a hug into the chest. Stretching out. Exhaling, bringing the knee forward for a hug. Inhaling, stretching out. Bringing it forward for a hug. Stretching out. Exhaling, bringing it forward for a hug. I'm putting the knee on the floor here in front of me and just taking a minute to think about nothing at all. Now I'm taking that top leg, stretching it down towards the bottom of the mat, doing a hamstring curl, and sweeping it forward. Flex the foot, take it back, point the toes, hamstring curl, sweep it forward, flex the foot, sweep it back, point the toes, sweep it forward, flex, sweep it back, point, forward and flex, and back. And now I'm holding my ankle, doing a little quad stretch, just laying here on the floor. Squeezing the buttock here on this top leg and opening the hip by contracting the opposite side. I'm using my arms to help me sit up, and then I'll change sides. Laying down like a bathing beauty. Inhaling. Exhaling, taking my arm open to the back. Resting and taking a big breath in. Exhaling, sweeping the arm forward. Reaching it further forward, taking a breath in. And then exhaling, sweeping back. Resting, breathing in. And then exhaling, sweeping it forward. Inhaling. Exhaling to the back. Inhaling. taking a big breath in. And I'm going to just come to center now. Stretching out the top arm and leg. Breathing in, then bringing the knee in for a hug, exhaling. Inhaling, stretching it out. And exhaling. Just keep going. I'm going to put my knee on the floor and just take a little rest. Now taking the top foot, knees parallel, I bring the foot to the front and sweep it back. Point the toes and hamstring curl. I have to scooch up a bit because I'm kicking the wall. Come forward, flex, back and point and sweep it in towards the bum. Forward, flex, back, sweep, in towards the bum. Forward, flex, back, sweep. Forward, flex, back, sweep. And now I'm going for my quad stretch, holding the ankle, bringing the heel towards the buttock and squeezing the buttock a little bit, contracting it to help open the front of the hip. Nice. Next, I'm coming onto my hands and my knees. My little foot here with a bunion is telling me it really needs some attention, so I'm going to listen to it. I'll do some down dog, pedaling my heels. If you don't want to do down dog, you can always go for child's pose. But first, I like to pull up my underwear because it's really unfortunate when that falls down. Okay. So here I'm in hands and knees, tucking the toes, digging my fingertips in a little bit, pulling in the tummy, and coming up onto the toes to paddle the heels a little bit, and crack the toes, pushing into the hands, lengthening the spine. I'm just going to pedal my heels 4 more times. And now I'm bringing my knees slowly to the floor. And laying onto my tummy. inhale, lift. And exhale, lower very slowly. And now I'm coming up to the cobra and holding it for a little bit. I'm going to look over one shoulder slowly, and then the other shoulder. Exhaling as I turn my head. Inhaling to center. Exhaling, turn the head. Inhaling to center. And coming back to child's pose for just a moment. Taking a break. I'm going to step my right foot forward to the top right corner of the mat and put my hands on the instep side of my foot. And here I'm bringing my hips forward and then easing back a little bit. I'm just rocking in and out of this stretch, feeling it on the inside of my thigh. Also in my hip flexor on the left side. And now staying right here. I'm bending my elbows a little bit and letting my foot come onto the blade of my foot, so the outside edge of my foot. I'm letting my knee turn out a bit. Bending my elbows a bit, moving my knee like a windshield wiper, open and close. And now coming out of that, changing and putting the other foot forward. Left foot to the top left corner of the mat and two hands on the instep side. And I'm just rocking forward and back a little bit into this. And as I rock forward, I exhale. Now I'm going to stay in the forward position. Let my knee turn out a little bit, go onto the outside blade of my foot. My elbows are bending a little, and I'm just doing windshield wipers with the left knee, so bringing it up towards the shoulder and then relaxing it open. Out of that slowly, I'm going to go for a really wide knee child's pose. And then I'm going to do little windshield wipers where I walk my hands from one side to the other. But first I'll just reach out to the front and take a few breaths. Walking the hands over to the right side, and now holding it here and taking a couple of breaths here. Walking the hands over to the left side, right hand comes on top of the left, and rest here. Back to center. Bringing my knees in. My feet are telling me they still need a little more attention, so I'm going to tuck the toes under. And sit back onto my heels. Now, if that was too much, I'd leave my hands on the floor and just push my body weight back towards my heels. I'm powering through this because I know I really need it. The bottom of my feet have been cramping up, and I am stretching them out right now. While I'm here, I'm going to take a few breaths. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Two more. Inhale up, exhale down, and one more. And now I'm going to get off. My little toes are telling me that's enough. And I'll sit up with my feet out to the sides. So I'm just going to rest with my hands either in the front, or you could have your hands in the back if you need a little support in this position. Pull in the chin, and let's flex the feet and point the toes. Just give them a little bit of movement. Flex and point. Okay, I'm leaving my feet flexed and coming to a side stretch, exhaling to the right. And up slowly, inhaling and exhaling over to the left. And trying to keep my toes pointed up towards the ceiling. Sometimes they rock in towards the front or the center. Inhale up and exhale over. Inhale up and exhale over. turning to face my right leg and bringing my hands down the leg. Then sitting up tall and pulling my bow and arrow. And I'm reaching out and down over the foot and resting. Now I'll take my left arm, and draw a big circle. Left arm draws a big circle, and now reaching across the front, I am now pointing my toes, in case I forgot to tell you that, to the left side, coming up, pulling the bow and arrow, stretching up towards the ceiling, and then out over the foot. Taking the right arm around in a big circle. And now reaching across the front, sweeping across, over. Pulling the bow and arrow. Reaching out and down past the foot if you can. Drawing a big circle with the left arm, reaching for the right foot, stacking the shoulders. Reaching across the front, over, over, over to the other side. And here's the last one, pulling the bow and arrow, reaching out and down. Drawing a big circle with the right arm. Stacking the shoulders. And now reaching to the front. And just taking a minute to breathe. Well, friends, my right foot is still telling me that it's not happy, so it's going to do some more down dog pedals. And maybe some three-legged dogs. How about those? If you don't like being up on a full down dog to do three-legged dog, do it from hands and knees. It's okay. But first, I'm going to pedal those heels again. Dog pedals. Here we go. I'm going to hold the down dog and wag my tail side to side. And I'll bring my right foot up for a three-legged dog. Hamstring curl, turn it out to a scorpion, open up the hip, back to three-legged dog, and bring it down. I'm just coming down off my down dog for a moment, taking a breath, going back up to do the left foot. Bringing the left foot up. And round, hamstring curl. Turning it up. Scorpion. Three-leg dog. And slowly coming down. And I'm going to lay on my back again. I'm crossing my right ankle over my left thigh and flexing my foot actively and turning the knee out to stretch my hip a little bit. And exhaling, pulling this up for a hug. Reaching through the donut to clasp my shin, but if the shin was too much, I would hold my thigh or just hold my heel and my knee. I'm giving it a little rock of the cradle. Relaxing my foot back to the floor. I'm putting my inner thighs a little tighter together and bringing both legs up for a hug again. Flexing both feet. I'm going to hold my shins, but you could just hug your knees in if the shins are not available to you. Putting the feet flat on, one foot flat on the floor, that's my left one. I'm still in the shoelaces. I'm putting my arms out in the T position. And I'm going to twist this both ways. So first I'm twisting it across the body and using my hand, my opposite hand to knee to guide this gently towards the floor. Bringing it back to center. I'm going to leave my legs crossed just the way they are and twist the other way. That back to center. I'm changing feet, bringing my left foot up over my right thigh, flexing the foot actively and turning the knee out. And just holding this for a little bit. And now bringing this up for a hug. I'll reach through the donut hole and grab my shin. But if I couldn't reach my shin, I would hold my thigh, or I'd just hold my heel and my knee. And take some big breaths. I'm crossing my legs more tightly, getting my inner thighs together like shoelaces, and I'll bring this up for another hug. I'm flexing my feet and holding my shins, but if I couldn't reach my shins, I would just give my knees a hug. Now taking my arms out into the T position. I'm keeping my shoelaces and going for a twist. First taking the knee across the body to the opposite side. Using my opposite hand to knee to guide it gently towards the floor without forcing. And looking away from the knee. Taking some big, long, sighing breaths. Bringing that back to center. I'm going to twist the other way. Because I really feel it in my iliotibial band here on the outside of the hip. And back to center. Untangling the feet, I'm going to roll slowly onto my hands and knees, using my arms to help me. And I'm coming up to a deep low squat next, so I'm bringing my hands through the center, my knees are coming apart. Working on getting the heels down towards the floor. They're not quite there, but this is another good one for my feet. So I like it. I'm moving around a little bit. I'm going to come to standing, really taking my time. And now back to this position I started in, feet shoulder width apart. Lifting the pelvic floor, tightening the thighs, spreading out the toes. Bringing the hands up for a big breath in. Placing fingers and exhaling to the side. big stretch over to the right. Inhale up. And exhaling over to the left. Inhaling up. Exhaling over to the right. I'm going to do 4 more of these, really keeping the tummy lifted. And bringing my hands down, I'm coming to forward fold. Bringing the hands all the way down to the floor now. Just relaxing the back of my neck. I'm just hanging out here, reaching through my feet, nodding yes. And nodding no slowly. And yes. Walking my hands around to the right foot. And walking my hands around to the left foot. Bending both knees, taking a breath in and slowly coming to standing. Taking a big breath in. Bringing my hands to my heart. Exhaling. And again, a big breath in. Exhaling. Big breath in. Exhaling. Relaxing my hands down and taking my head into a slow circle around the right side, down across the chest, over to the left, and taking my head to the back, but if I didn't feel like doing that, I'd just take it straight up across. Just doing a few circles. Bringing the head up, I'm going to reverse my circles. I'm almost done now. And bringing my head up. Taking my hand on the right side behind my back, snugging it in, and taking my head to the left. Here I'm also lifting my pelvic floor, pulling in my tummy, and just breathing here into my shoulder. Coming out of that, really taking my time. Bring my arm up for a couple of shoulder rolls. The left hand goes behind the back. Drop the shoulder. Take the head over to the right. Few big, long, sighing breaths. Coming to center. Taking the arm out from behind, rolling it a couple of times. And bringing my hands to my heart to say, thank you. Thank you for spending your morning with me. Thank you, YouTubers. If you like that, give us a thumbs up and encourage more